So once you have adjusted to the idea in my last post about uncomfortable feelings actually having our backs and being helpful messengers, how do we start to put that idea in motion? What does it actually look like for us to connect with our emotions and act accordingly in real time without getting overwhelmed? Oh my goodness. I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have 6 tips to help you smooth the introduction between that rubber and the road when you're learning how to use your emotions as a compass to better your future. So the main idea in this whole process is that this can be a gradual thing. It does not have to happen overnight. So the first step in this process is to act as an observer. So by that I mean pick any plot that you have access to. A movie, a story, a show, anything that has a plot. Within that plot, pick a character and a situation, and then ask yourself these 3 questions. What is the feeling? What is the feeling asking for? And then how can that need be met? First, look within the character. Can the character do something to meet that emotional need? And if not, what resources are available so that need can be met? Okay, so go through that process as an observer as much as you want until you get comfortable with that process. And then step number 2 is to become the facilitator of that process. So that looks like maybe having a conversation with a friend about an emotion that your friend is having, the need that emotion is asking for, and how that need can be met. Can it be met within that person? Or can it be met through that person's resources? This also can be done by you just making up a story on your own. So make a character in a situation. What is the feeling? What is the need? And how can it be met? So step number 3 is when you see the emotional need being met as a facilitator, what shift do you notice within yourself? It could be emotional, it could be within your body, or it could be within your thoughts. Just notice any shift that happens when that emotional need is met. And then step number 4 is you beginning to engage directly with the emotions, but with a caveat of starting small. And by that I mean, imagine a scale between 0 and 10. 10 is complete distress, 0 is no stress whatsoever. I want you to pick an emotion that is about a 1 or a 2. So you have something to work with, but it's not overwhelming. So that is number 4. Pick that emotion in the situation that makes you a 1 or a 2. Step number 5 is ask yourself the questions. What is the emotion? What is the emotion asking of me? And can I meet that need? If not, what resources do I have to meet it? Okay, then step number 6 is gradually start upping the ante only when you are comfortable with this process at a lower level. So you start out with a 1 or a 2. You get comfortable there, then move up to a 3 or 4. Comfortable, then so on. And that way, you are building your emotional muscles every day with every new feeling getting stronger. So to review, become the observer first. So pick a story, a character, and a situation. What is the feeling? What is the need? And how can that be met within the character? Or does the character need some resources? Step number 2 is become the facilitator. That might mean engage in a conversation with a friend using these 3 questions: feelings, need, and how can it be met? Or you could make up a scenario in your head and do the same thing. Step number 3 is when that emotional need gets met, just notice any shift that you have within yourself. Emotions, body sensations, thoughts, what have you. Step number 4 is begin to engage firsthand with the emotions, but pick a subtle one, a 1 or a 2 on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being complete distress. So that's number 4, pick the emotion. Number 5 is ask yourself those 3 questions: feeling, need, how is it going to be met? Number 6 is up the ante when you are ready, and only when you are ready. Be gentle with yourself. Notice when you are comfortable and when you're not comfortable, and up the ante accordingly. So, after observing these steps of gradual engagement with emotions, I'm wondering, is there any shift in your perception and openness to this process? Please let me know in the comments, and feel free to share and subscribe below.